Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Beth Deer.
Living with a disability can be hard, but I find a lot of the time other people make it more difficult for me. Am I right? I'm a very confident person and I'm very open with my disability and the challenges that I face. In the grand scheme of things though, I can't consider everything to be a challenge. I've adapted to my disability. And after all, this is my life. Something that I encounter all the time is when people question my disability. What people think is a compliment, harmless question, or even just a comment about how cute my guide dog Patronus is can sometimes lead to a very frustrating experience for me. What it boils down to is that people think they're giving you a compliment by telling you that you're too pretty to be blind, or asking a question about Patronus, but for me, it ends up feeling like they're just waiting for me to confirm to them that I do actually have a disability. Here's an example of what I mean. Oh, your dog is so cute. When does he go back to become a service dog? I mean, really? What makes you think he isn't my service dog? He is mine, and he's the best pair of eyes I've ever had. You would never assume that someone's riding around in a wheelchair for fun or wearing a hearing aid for a laugh, so don't assume. You know what they say about assuming? And as if their beating around the bush wasn't bad enough, they usually end up digging themselves into an even deeper hole by saying something like, "Oh, blind people don't usually look like that. You're so pretty." Number one, we are worth more than being referred to as that, surprisingly. Number two, following up with, "You're so pretty." Does that mean you think blind people aren't pretty? And number three, I'm sorry to disappoint your expectations of what you thought a blind person should look like. I mean, really? Maybe they're surprised that I don't say thank you to this. My usual reply is somewhere along the lines of, "Yeah, I get that a lot." But occasionally, and in fact this happened just the other day, I get someone that can't let it go or be nice about it, and continues along the lines of, "You just pet your dog though," or "Yeah, but you're looking at me." These types of accusatory questions range from the examples I just gave to some even ruder, like, "Why do your eyes look normal?" Frustration is an understatement. People not thinking before they speak is much more of a disability than being blind. It's just not okay. I shouldn't have to tell my life story to everyone by answering people's questions, but unfortunately that's what always ends up happening just because I feel like it's my job to educate people's ignorance. I quite politely educate them on how I used to be able to see. I'm lucky that I have good spatial awareness, can see light and color contrast, and I can still hear them. And I make sure to let them know that this is something I've worked very hard on since I've lost my sight. At this point, I usually get an, "Oh, okay, that makes sense" from them. But let me tell you, I have had situations where the arguing continues and I just have to walk away. Otherwise, I would for sure end up being just as rude as them, if not ruder. People never cease to amaze me. I am just like everyone else. I don't need a stranger making my life more difficult or making me feel like my disability needs justification just because they don't understand. I am an independent young person who likes doing independent young person things. Some people might even be surprised to know that I can brush my own teeth, cook my own dinner, and do my own laundry. I understand people's curiosity, and for the most part, I enjoy educating people and helping them learn something new every day. But has anyone ever told you it's not what you say, it's the way you say it? I shouldn't have to argue with a stranger just because they don't believe I'm disabled. Am I right? Of course I'm right.